No, you can pour your beer during the introduction. Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss musical artists. This week's musical artist is Caravan Palace. This was a Patreon pick from Hannah.
Yeah, me. Sorry. Hi.
Yeah, our intros we're an unscripted show, so. Who's not a Patreon member? Tim.
I'm also not a scripted intro.
But he gets to pick an artist every third week anyway, so
look out.
benefits for that. And I'm Jason. We are a playlist link channel. Click the playlist link down below to catch all of our Caravan Palace videos in a row. This is our color code. At the end of the 5th album, we'll give our color codes. Ramones Gold to Nickelback Brown. So
color code tells all.
The color code tells all. Up next, the reason you click this video, because it's on the thumbnail, I'm assuming. Panic, 2012. Hannah, you want to start this one off?
Oh, yeah, sure. All right. So Panic is their second album. Came out in 2012, I believe. And, yeah, I guess I got right into it. The first song of this is Queens, and I love the voice distortion again. I know you'd said previously you weren't too big of a fan of like the robot voice, but I like it. And also in this one, it just makes it sound like old radio. I don't know. And I'm also really fond of anything in a minor key, and that's what this song is. Maniac brings that energy from the first album. Big energy. They're going for this real swing sound, minor key, and then it goes straight into this electronic a bit. And there's also even like kind of like a ragtime thing going on with the keyboard or the piano, and I like that. Dirty Side of the Street, very electronica, straight into that almost ragtime, early jazz kind of sound. Distorted vocals. It's just fun and fast, and it just gets your foot tapping. And the song, definitely about a runaway girlfriend. I don't know if you caught that. She's eyeing some other man, and they're like, hold your girl, don't let her get away. And I love that kind of like, that kind of sets the tone for the album, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of a running theme in a lot of their albums, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
12th June of 3049. They go really into that old radio vocal sound. I think people in like 1940, this is what they would have maybe thought music would sound like in a couple thousand years, you know? And I think they kind of like, they got that.
Excel did not
Rocket
like
for
me
Me?
typing that in there. Sorry.
No worries. Rocket for Me. I like this song. Another song about bad boys. Now that we've had a few about naughty girls, we get a bad boy song. Clash. Now this was the first song I ever heard by them. And I knew immediately that I needed to hear more of them when I heard this song. It's very, very chaotic. It's very experimental. I don't know. There was just a huge interest for steampunk at the time, and the song just fits that perfectly. It's like if steampunk were music, that would be it.
Like steampunk was music.
Well, it's not just music. It's like
steampunk is
it's
a
art,
lifestyle,
it's
man.
Fashion.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just joshing. I gotta clean my goggles. Hold on.
Okay. I don't know if you guys could even understand the lyrics because they are very distorted, but it's kind of tongue-in-cheek about religion. Kind of like, oh, you're gonna come preach to me, but we're all gonna burn in the fire. I don't know, but we're gonna dance the way there. I don't know if you caught that, like in the lyrics, like the exact words. I can't think of off the top of my head. I didn't write them down, but that was kind of the gist of it. He does talk about, we're gonna go to the fire, and so it's just a little bit like, I'm gonna I'm gonna party anyway. I don't care if I'm going to hell for it. And I also really liked all the different layers of things. There's just like so much going on, and they're all kind of like counter melodies, and there's all these just little layers, and you can listen to one part, and it's entertaining in itself, and then like I don't know, there's just all these individual little parts, and they're all just layered to create this like chaotic mess, but it works. So New Bop sounded like elevator music. It kind of starts with that like distortion mute of like, I don't know, like elevators or old shopping malls in like the 90s when the music was playing on a loudspeaker and it's all distorted because there's not like good acoustics, you know? That's the vibe I get from a lot of this, and I love that they
You meant
were
the
able
1890s, right?
No, but like really, but you know what I'm talking about, like that kind of like
No, I don't, because that's not how the malls worked in the 90s.
no, but like you remember, did you ever go to like a store and like
No.
like late at night and like the radio is playing in the store and it just kind of sounds distorted and fuzzy and it's like overhead and it just doesn't sound pure, and the fluorescent lights are like flickering. That was just the vibe that New Bop gave me.
Okay. No, that's funny. I like that.
And the whole song was kind of real focused on the beat, though, and a little bit of like not like what you were saying in the previous album, the electronic drums. That was kind of the whole focus of this one a little bit, and I kind of liked how
it does not change.
Yeah. Glory of Nelly felt very fantasy-like. I pictured like sailing away in a hot air balloon. I don't know.
Was steampunk.
Obviously, if you're listening to the lyrics, it's definitely sounds like a euphemism for getting high. And, you know, if it sounds like sailing away in a hot air balloon, I guess that could go with the metaphor of, you know, let's go out back and smoke a few.
Come sail away. Come sail away.
Yeah, exactly. Dramaphone, very fun. I love this one. The line, you know, sassy sisters wearing nothing but silk underwear. I love that. And it's just it's just a fun song, and I don't know, the beat and everything just makes me want to get up and just like, dance. I don't know. It gets you moving. Cotton Heads. This one almost had like a mambo feel to it. I really liked it. It had like a different kind of tone to it than some of the other songs. Like they were trying to just like touch on maybe a little different genre, try something new. Panic, you know, the title song. In the beginning of the song, there's a sample in French, and that sample is a line from the French dub of The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original like 1951, with the French dub of it. It's the opening line to that movie where they're like making the announcement and whatever about aliens coming to Earth, and then when you look at the album art, you're like, oh. It makes sense.
Got some shit to say about the album art.
And it just feels like, I don't know, the album art, the title, and a lot of the themes in the songs of this are kind of in direct reference to that. Like, I don't know, like maybe we would have world peace if we stopped caring about the stupid shit and just listened to music and vibed. Just saying. I don't know. Pirates sounded really carnival. There's almost like a pinball machine kind of music going on in it. But the lyrics seem to be like kind of like a walk of shame. I don't know if you listen to those, but it seems like, you know, like walking home and you're missing like some articles of clothing and it's shameful.
Yeah, I've been there.
There's a lot of themes for stuff like that in their albums. Beataphone, I really like the bass to this. It's heavy on that beat, and the bass line is just constantly forward moving. but the vocals are really like pulling back. So there's like, it creates like this musical tension that I really like. It makes you want to keep listening to it to see where it kind of like wraps up. And I like that. And then Sydney at the end is kind of this slow, like lullaby type song for the end. So if this whole thing was just like going out on the town and having a party before the end of the world, like the aliens came and it's the end of the world and we're going to go have one last party and that's the whole album. It's kind of like it ends with a, okay, we done it, we did it, and everything's going to be good now and we're just going to go to bed and hope for the best kind of ending, I guess.
That is not what I got at all for Sydney.
It's funny. I just felt like it was so like laid back to me compared to the rest. But yeah, there's lots of references to sex, drugs, alcohol, partying, that kind of stuff in this album. The previous album was a lot more about just like dancing and having fun and partying. But this one gets a little more into the sex and drugs and alcohol, and it does.
Oh my!
Some of their, yeah, a lot of their samples do come from like some older movies and stuff in this. And I don't know. I really like this album, so that's my take on it.
I'll follow up with that. Queens starts a little slower than the previous one. Maybe I was just in an energized mood when I did my listen through, but I like the opening of the self-titled more. This one doesn't mean this one's bad. I just wasn't feeling it. The singer's voice is sexy as fuck here, though. Maniac's fine. It's got some energy. The little piano flourishes are really cool. The Dirty Side of the Street is a stomping good time. 12th June, like a weird French noir feel to it. Don't Want No Man, How I Feel. I don't know why I quoted that, but I guess I liked it.
It really spoke to you.
It did.
Yeah.
Rocket For Me, top song contender, high chaotic energy. So is Clash, trippy crazy energy, trade-off vocals, good shit. New Bop had this floaty intro thing, which was cool. Then it kicks back up. It's fun. Gloria Nelly had some really pretty parts. Dramaphone, the vocal delivery of Dressed in Nothing But Silk Underwear, especially the silk underwear section, is really unique and cool. Cottonheads kept building musically, but it doesn't go where you expect it to. It subverts expectations, which is a good thing. But I wasn't a fan of Panic. The title track, just compared to everything else, this one was a little repetitive. Pirates, I would have liked a little more R in a song called Pirates. But joking aside, this was a top song contender. I love the vocals. Beataphone had this weird 80s vibe throughout most of it. And Sydney was another top song contender, best closing track so far. It reminded me of some Poe, the musician. That film noir feel is back, but then it kind of has this carnival feel to it at points. Not bungle carnival, but more controlled. Top song contender for sure. I'm not saying nothing else because I don't remember whose turn it was to guess. Even though I just did the dots.
Well, and I definitely got some bungle off this album too. Overall, I would say that like it's a little less bungly, and like the songs got tighter. Like they're not quite as rambling on this one. The production's a little better. The songs are a little more concise. There's little transitions here that fit the song, as opposed to the first album where they almost felt kind of like crowbarred in. This one was enjoyable. It was compared to the first album, I'd say it's a little cleaner song-wise. But ultimately, they're still using the same, drum beat on the keyboard demo button through a lot of this. They're still all basically in the same BPM range. They're all basically kind of doing the same keys, same song structures. Very reminiscent of the first album, but they did clean it up a little bit.
You're sounding very like that robot on the
Robotic
cover.
yourself. The mascot. I don't even think he has a name, honestly. I think they asked that in like an AMA and they said, nope, we never named him.
Damn, that was you just answered an art question for me. Okay.
Sorry.
When Tim
just
starts
a robot.
lagging out with that hotel internet, I'm gonna paste that robot's face on him.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, sober editor's gonna hate me.
Sorry.
We'll take it up with him.
I'll take it up with him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought the Rocket for me was pretty good. I thought, I think it was Cottonheads I liked. And yeah, it's probably the discography.
We didn't catch that
I like
last
that
part.
one. Oh, Sydney's the best closer in the discography.
I would agree with that. I would agree
Yeah.
with that.
That's definitely a top song contender.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Well,
Yeah.
Top song's gonna get nasty with only 5 albums.
Right.
It's a lot harder to not steal people. Okay, I get to guess first. I have the dot. I'm gonna say Tim likes it more.
that would be incorrect.
Incorrect?
Incorrect.
Whoa.
Fine then. I like it more.
Okay.
I think it flowed.
Well, bully for you.
I think it flowed better as an album.
Okay.
And I had more top songs from it. So
I liked the chaos of the first album more.
I mean, I could see that, but not enough to change my rankings. I think Hannah
Sure.
likes Panic more too.
I do. I think.
Okay.
I don't know, man. It's like almost a tie for first place because I really really enjoy both of these, but I think I have to put Panic just tiny bit above.
Yeah, I mean, it's close between these two, I think.
Yeah, they're real close.
Well, up next is Robot Face. Is how we're just gonna call
Robot
this.
face. Yep, that's what everybody calls it. Robot
Okay.
or robot face.
So we're gonna go with Robot Face. And again, I got questions about that artwork, but we'll get there. Stick around, give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit us up on Discord. All three of us, well, especially me and Hannah. Tim just kind of dabbles in Discord, but Hannah and I, we're always in Discord. And
I'm
Bill,
old.
join Discord. Tell Bill how wrong he was about the cramps. And if you're old and don't know what the hell Discord is, we're on Facebook too. That's where the old people hang out. So that's where you'll see Tim a lot. Be safe. Make good decisions.
These damn newfangled contraptions. I can't wrap my head around it.
There's that robot face.
Right.
Strangers ride swiftly through the moonlight.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again.